welcome Paper Pumpkin pals. Oh, we gotta love the alliteration, right? Um, yes, I got my paper pumpkin and it has been sitting here and I haven't had time to play with it. So I thought, okay, it's Friday, time to play. So, paper pumpkin. If you have not had paper pumpkin, Breezer's gonna tell you all about it when he barks. Anyways, for those that don't know me, I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Yay, Canada! And as you can see here, here is my lovely paper pumpkin. Now I have opened it a little bit because I wanted to make the cards or items ahead of time so that I could show you how it all works together without having to, watch my smoke fly out of my head when I'm, thinking too hard. So that's why it's open. But getting this box every month is like Christmas every month. I tell you, because you don't really have too many clues as to what it's going to be each month. So you get a clue, sorta. So our clue for last month, or for this coming month, was that it was a distinctive stamp. And I knew I wanted this one because I personally loved those lilies. Do you remember those beautifully detailed lilies? And the painted seasons stamps, they were stunning. And so I knew that, any distinctive stamp they come out with is going to be wonderful. So yes, there's the paper pumpkin. I'll open this up for you. So there we go. It comes in this cute little box. And I'm just going to leave that here. And everything is wrapped in beautiful tissue paper. And the first thing that you will see is the lovely Shelli. Now, if you don't know who Shelli is, she is the co-founder of Stampin' Up! And for next month, for the Maze paper pumpkin kit, she has designed it herself. And I tell you, look at the fancy box it's going to come in. Like, what a beautiful gift to give to somebody. And I know it's going to be stunning because I love her work. She's very pretty. I'm so not pretty on the outside. Like, I'm not like fussy pretty, but I tell you, I like when it comes to paper and things, I like to be a little more detailed, I suppose, in my approaches to things. Plus, what else kind of sold me was that when I was at Onstage, we all got to make one of these cards from the kit. I know. And it's so stunning. And look at those envelopes. Even for the envelopes alone, those are just beautiful. And the browns and the pinks. Oh, just stunning. And so simple to make. So I knew I had to get this one. So if you want to get this one, you need to order before April 10th, because once April 11th rolls out, they are on their way out to the people and you can't get that one anymore. So order your paper pumpkin by April 10th. So beautiful. I love it. But this month, April's kit has lots of fun stuff. So it comes with this, sorry, I've gone into it a little bit. It comes with this cellophane box to put all your cards in. What an incredible gift to give to somebody with like the cards already completed in it. I know my mom's always asking me for cards. Do you have a card for this? Do you have a card for that? So I'm thinking, she might just get this for Mother's Day. But what a great gift, right? And of course, it comes with the stamps. Now, I already took one out and I've got it on, or a couple out on the blocks ready to stamp and create with. So you get your beautiful stamps. And they give you a variety of sayings. So this one has, Happy Mother's Day for you. It comes with my hair. What does that say? Thank you, happy birthday, thinking of you, congratulations, and best wishes. How nice. Like, they're very multifunctional, right? So not only do they come with the stamps, but they also come with an ink spot. This is what they're called. They used to sell these, but now they don't. So the only way you can get these are through the paper pumpkin. Now, if you're a beginner, this is an ideal way to start collecting some colors of ink, and then you can kind of figure out which maybe which colors you love, which families color families you love, and go from there. But these work great for the little paper pumpkins. And also it comes with dimensionals and glue dots. Now I'm not a fan of the glue dots. I don't know why they give you those ones, but anyways, they definitely wouldn't encourage me to order a kit if based on those. Anyways, I digress. But look, you can't get with the little gel kind of enamel dots plus the twine, and they always give you extra, so you can make a bunch of other things using the leftovers, which is incredible. So I'll just show you. So look at this beautiful paper. Just this soft watercolor look. Look at this. The rose and the, oh, it's just stunning. I love it. And then there's this paper. It's like corrugated. Such a feely, smelly person, I tell you. Too much information, I'm sure. And then you get these sheet of labels, and once again, they always give you a little extra, just in case you make a boo-boo, or in case you want to make another version of a card on your own, which is wonderful. And we've got some little tags and things to put under. I'll show you how that works later. And not only that, but they have the card bases. So there's 3 different varieties. They're already, you know, fancied up on the front for you. And the envelopes even come with it. So look at the pattern on the inside there. Let's see what else we got here. Some green, soft, subtle writing. And then, oh, those colors look stunning together. I like it. So even your envelopes are covered. So it's a pretty amazing deal, all the things that you get. Then come the instructions. Not the greatest, I will say, but for most of us familiar stampers, we can look at the picture and basically assemble it. We kind of know how to get her done. But if not, check out the instructions for sure, and you know, go in order of your steps, and it will help you for sure. Okay, so let's put this away. Also, I've taken these boxes. Not only do they store nicely because they're all the same size and same height, but if you turn them inside out, so if you actually, you know, fold it, tip everything the opposite way, you have an incredible box to mail things in. Just saying. Christmas presents, little presents you're giving to people, you now have this brown box that you could stamp on and decorate. Absolutely. And yeah, you even have the tissue paper. Here comes my Ukrainian self, I tell you. All right, let's put that away. Enough about that. Let's get making some cards here. So our first one, actually I'll show you the cards. So I went ahead and made them. So simple. Look at that. Thinking of you. But of course, you can switch out any of those sayings, which I will do, because then my mom will have a variety of cards. Don't tell her that I'm making her that for Mother's Day. But it's just, you know, how simple. And then, you know, a little happy birthday. Isn't that cute? The little twine. And a little thank you. Oh, this one's, oh, love it. And that corrugated paper is behind there. I don't know if you can see there. But how adorable. Okay, so let's get rolling. Our first card that we're going to do is this one. And so what you do is mount up your big rose stamp onto a D block. Now if you don't have a D block, I'm more than willing to help you get one. It's definitely a common size, so you will use it a lot. Now because this is polymer, I kind of want to use a foam mat or some kind of, maybe a scribbler underneath, just to give it a little extra give. And where this pinky yellow color is, that's kind of where you want to focus on stamping your rose image. So I'm just going to lay that down. Now I'm using my big ink pad of gray granite. I will save that little ink spot and give that away to somebody who's kind of just starting out or doesn't have that color. And we can kind of share. So look at that. It's just nice and soft. Next, we're going to add a couple leaf stamps. So just kind of coming out of the rose. That was a little close, but that's all right. Like that. You could even, without re-inking, I'm making it up now. Without re-inking, just put some subtle ones, kind of, you know, random around if you want. Why not, right? Okay. The next thing we're going to do is glue this onto our card base. It's such a shame that we're covering up all this beautiful writing, but that's kind of how it goes. If you wanted to use this on a plain Whisper white piece of paper, that would work as well. Okay. The trickiest part is trying to line this up along the side without going over. Beautiful. Nice. Next, we have our little label here, which on the last one I did happy birthday. So I think I might do thank you on this one just to make it a little bit different. And I found that a lot of these things just fit on the G block. Now, if the only block you have is D, it will work. It's just sometimes if you have a little extra space, you get ink around where the stamp is, and then sometimes it gets on your paper. So you want to use the smallest block that you can, if you have it. All right, let's stamp our thank you here. There we go. That gray granite looks so stunning on here. Okay, and then I have this little corrugated tag, and I'm going to get out I should do the thread first. So let's just take everything out because we're going to use it, except for those glue dots. Oh dear. So just take out a bunch and wrap it around the inside of your card and kind of line it up with the edge of your piece of paper. Give yourself enough twine to tie a bow. If you can't tie bows, just do a knot. No one has seen the original card, right? So no one's going to know what the sample looked like. If you don't have a bow, no one's going to care. They're just going to be thrilled at the stunning card that you gave them. So just pull those tails. There we go. And you can cut the extras off like so. I like to leave it attached to the spool. That way, because I tend to cut a little too short or way too long. I can't get it just right. So that way, you get just the right amount. Okay. So this little corrugated piece, I'm going to put dimensionals on it, just to pop it up over top of that thread there, and kind of middle-ish, yeah, middle. Make sure my little thread doesn't get caught under that dimensional there. Is that straight? I think so. And then my little thank you piece is going to be kind of a little bit over top and hanging out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dimensional on the top portion so that it kind of is the same height as that corrugated piece. And then I'm going to run a little strip of snail on the bottom section there. I don't know if you, whoop, over here. I don't know if you can see that. So dimensional, snail, take off that back, and that way just kind of slide it up to where that dimensional is on the back. This way it'll stick here, this way it's raised up and angled nicely. Okay, and then we can go on to the glue dots, which or they're not glue dots, what are they? What do they actually call them? They are in the instructions. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. Let me get my take your pick tool. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can always use scissors. Now, it suggests that you use green, 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 but let's be a little different. Let's add some pink on this one just to make it just something different. Okay, let's go with our big green. There, just a little pink one. And there you go. You are done that card. So now you have a happy birthday and you have a thank you. And you still have one more to make. So you get 3 of each design, which is fun. So switch them all up, make them all different. Why not, right? And on the inside, why couldn't you stamp the little leaf stamp if you want to decorate that inside and give a little surprise? Good. Let's try the next one. So for this one, we've got these 3 pieces. Our first step is going to be stamping onto this paper. Let me open my ink pad again. Just the leaves. That's all you're going to do. So they suggest stamping a leaf here and one kind of down here. The way I had it the last time, it didn't really show because the tag was under it. So I want to do a few kind of just to make sure that it's kind of seen. There. Like it. Why not that one? They're so pretty. Okay. Oh, I need that open. Pardon me. So my last one I did thank you. How about this one we do? Let's do happy birthday. You always need lots of happy birthdays, don't you? So I'm going to take off the thank you and just leave it over there. Put it onto my G block. And onto this little piece, this little label. Here comes happy birthday. Nice. I think I can put my, yes I can, ink away. Alright, so I'm just going to place these aside for a moment, get my card base and this corrugated piece, and what we're going to do is, wrong way. If it's hanging off, it's the wrong direction. Go this way, up and down. So I'm going to glue that on with my snail tape. If you don't have snail, use those glue dots. Use liquid glue works fine too. Put it down kind of in the center there. Next, you're going to want to put that, get out that ribbon again and either tie yourself a bow or tie yourself a knot, kind of close to the bottom third. I normally like to tie my bows ahead of time, so I'm doing all right so far. Because they tend to be a little fussy sometimes, especially with the twine. They like to twist like this one. Well, Lisa Hardin taught us a way to help prevent that, and I forget what it is. I guess I wasn't listening very well. There. And let's just trim off the excess. Oop. Done. Now we can attach that to our corrugated. Now since it's very rough, if you were to put snail, it might not stick the best that it could. You can use your multi-purpose liquid glue, like a liquid glue would work fine. Tear and tape would work great. I'm just going to use their dimensionals, and that way it'll be popped up just a little bit. Add some excitement, some dimension. Wonder if that's why they call them dimensionals. Okay. Oh, just gorgeous. center that on that corrugated piece. Done. And now I think I'm going to pop that up as well. So let's get some glue dots on here, or dimensionals. Just place it over top of the string. I'm just going to put it in the center. Well, maybe we could put it off to the side a little bit. Make it a little bit different than the last one. Yeah, let's go with that. Just move my string over a bit. Happy birthday. And now to add our little gems here. Let's put one in here. Let's get out a green one this time. There's little green dots over here, so it'll just kind of complement it a little bit. Dig. All right, and the other pink one up here. And there you have it. There's the next one. Simple, simple as pie. So there's the difference, just with the different colors, with the different sayings and the different kind of areas. More leaves than this one. Make it your own, right? Okay, and for our last card, here's the nicely printed card base, which I will fold. And I'm going to get out my bone folder to make sure it's nice and squished. And here's our lovely watercolor paper. Now it kind of wants the watercolor colors off to the left hand side, but if you stamp it the other direction, once again, who's gonna know? Get out my ink pad and my big rose stamp again, and just in that white corner, let's stamp that rose. Once again, I've got that foam pad underneath there just to give it a little extra give. Oh, it's so stunning. And next we're going to add some leaves, so I should leave that ink pad open. Let's go out here and out here. Once again, let's add a few extras just with without re-inking. Yeah. And while I have the ink pad open, we are going to use the little yellow label. The last time I used the Thinking of You. Let's use Best Wishes this time. There is also congratulations as well. There we go. Ink that up. Put it on the middle. Like so. Now this one's a simple card. So this one is just got, it doesn't have the ribbon cut on this end. You just glue it onto this surface here, bottom third, kind of off to the side a little bit. And then let's get out our dimensionals behind it to pop this up. And just over top. Add that little piece there. Next, let's put on our little jewels. One down here. Let's put it off there. And how about a pink over here and a bigger green over here. So this one doesn't have any of the twine on it. You could also attach a little bow if you prefer, whatever works. Now for the back, I'm going to attach this to the card base using those dimensionals. Super simple. Might as well. Come on. And made it a little off-centered. How about this time we place it off-centered in the bottom corner to switch things up a little, just to make it a little bit different. What do you think? And there we have it. So there's our few cards. Now let's tackle this together. So this is the box, the cellophane box. You just kind of, it's very flat when you get it. It doesn't look, 3D at all. So you have to give it a little bit of a bend. There is a kind of a plastic film that goes on top of it just to protect it and make it so that it's not all scratched up when you get it. So let's start putting it together here. Okay, so there's my little box. You can buy these, by the way, which are kind of made for neat gifts, which we will be doing at some point. I will let you know. So then there's this corrugated long piece, which is going to wrap around kind of like a little belly band here. And then, of course, it's got 3M sticky tape here. So let's take that off, and which is perfectly measured to wrap around and stick. Good. So now, if the kit comes with these little cutout bits. Let me get out my instructions because I forget what that piece is supposed to look like. Now I'm just going to look at the front and go from there. Okay, so they wrap the twine around twice. Giving yourself lots of extras. And doing a little bow. But when they do the bow, let's add in the little for you. Now, here it is. So you get this little wee tag that I put the words for you on. String this through. Twist that back up a little bit, give it a little help. A little spit on my mom's color. She spit on my hair. So I guess this is payback, hey? All right, let's move it so it's a little farther to the corner. And tie myself a little bow. About, see, I twisted it again. I will have to contact Lisa and say, how do you do that again? All right, so there's wrapped around. Next we have this little punch out. So already stamped for you, fun colors. The little leaves, same thing, just little punches out. Okay, so behind the flower, I'm going to put some snail where I want the leaves to sit. Let's go out from here somewhere. So kind of diagonal, I'm thinking I'm on. Whatever you think, whatever you prefer. And then let's get out our dimensionals and attach that to our box. I'm actually going to let those leaf pieces, I think, kind of hang off a little bit. Otherwise, you could definitely put dimensional. You could put dimensionals under them too, just to help hold them. I might go back and do that with my mini ones, or you can always cut one of these in half and just kind of, so just because it might get bumped. But isn't that adorable? Like, and if you put your 9 cards and envelopes, what an incredible gift. Oh, I like it. so nice. And I know I'm going to use that flower stamp for a long time because it's beautiful. So I hope that shows you what a paper pumpkin, let's get myself back, what a paper pumpkin kit is like. And if the next kit is anything like this one, it's going to be one you want to get for sure. So in the comments, I'm going to show you a link on how to check out the prices for Paper Pumpkin. There are different subscription links. You can get 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. You can prepay or you can pay as you go. They have so many options. So I know I bought the 12-month kit. I prepaid for the 12-month, and that way I got, you buy 11 and you get 1 month free. So my Ukrainian self, got to get myself a deal. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this and seen how simple these kits are and how much fun they are. And they just, get you out of your comfort zone a little bit and try some new things, which is always a good idea. All right, have a good day.